So we pick, we go to, let's read through the rule again. Say, but when the nouns joined together by correlative differ in number, the verb agrees with the nearer noun, as in the following examples. Okay, so let's look at it. You see what we are saying here. So example 1 says, neither the student nor the teacher is quite prepared. Neither the students nor the teacher is quite prepared. So you can see students, that is plural. Teacher, singular. That is what the rule is saying. One of them, they are not of the same, they differ in number. One is singular, the other one is plural. So again, say neither the students nor the teacher is quite prepared. Only one teacher. Students, plural. Okay. So under that structure, you see, what do we do? You see the structure. The students, the teacher is quite prepared. If you see the structure, the teacher is quite prepared. So under that, you underline teacher. So teacher there is singular. Therefore, you underline teacher. When you underline teacher, you point your arrow downward in the second line, and then in the third line, you write your S1. So teacher is our S1. Let me not use S1, say something here. I can either say singular verb or plural verb or singular verb, but let me just, okay. So you underline teacher. When you underline teacher, you point your arrow downward in the second line. In the third line, you write your S1. So S1 means a singular there. Okay. So we have the structure is quite prepared. Under that structure, you underline is, and when you underline is, which is singular, you point your arrow downward in the second line. In the third line, you write your V1. So is our V1, and it's a singular as well. So we go to our example 2. Example 2, now we change it. Student, teacher now becomes teacher, students. Okay. So we now go to example 2. Example 2 says, neither the teacher nor the students are quite prepared. Neither the teacher nor his students are quite prepared. So you can see the structure has changed here to students are quite prepared. So under that, you underline students. And when you underline students, you point your arrow downward in the second line. The third line, you write your S1. So students here is plural, and it has taken S2. Okay. S2. So you underline, then we have the structure are quite prepared. Under that structure, are quite prepared, you underline are. And when you underline are, you point your arrow downward in the second line. The third line, you write your V2. So we have R as our V2. So here we have S2 as taking V2. In number 1, we have S1, V1. Here we have S2, V2. So you can see when they change. Okay. So we'll go to our example 3. Example 3 says, neither the says neither the children nor their mother is at home. Neither the children nor their mother is at home. Neither the children nor their mother is at home. So under that structure, you can see mother is at home. Mother is at home. So you underline mother. When you underline mother, you point your arrow downward in the second line. The third line, you write your S1. Okay, that is mother is a singular. It's a singular now. Then we have the structure is at home. Under is at home, you underline is, and when you underline is, you point your arrow downward in the second line. The third line, you write your V1. So we have is our V1, that is singular. Okay, so S1 there has mother is our S1 is that's taking is as a V1. Okay. So there again, the pattern changes again. Okay, so the pattern changes to neither the woman nor her children, okay, were at home. Neither the woman nor her children are at home. Okay. Neither the woman nor her children were at home. So under that structure, you see children were at home. So you underline children. When you underline children, you point your arrow down on the second line. The third line, you write your S2. Okay, so children is our S2. And then Okay, so and then you see the structure where at home, okay? Under where at home, you point your arrow, you underline where, and when you underline where, you point your arrow downward in the second line. In the third line, you write your V2. So we have children as our S2, and it has taken where as V2, okay? So that's our example 4. So let's do a look at it. So that's our example 4. Our example 5. Our example 5 says, either my father or his friends are in the room. Either my father or his friends are in the room. So under that with structure, you can see his friends. You can see the structure. His friends are in the room. So you underline his friends, and when you underline his friends, you point your arrow downward in the second line. The third line, you write S. You write your S2. Okay, you write your S2. You write your S2, okay? And then we have the structure are in the room. Under the structure are in the room, you underline R, okay? Father is taking, his friends is taking R. So you underline R. When you underline R, you point your arrow downward in the second line. And then you point your arrow down in the second line. In the third line, you write your S, you write your V2, okay? You write your V2, and then so we have his friends as S2, and it has taken R as V2. Okay, so from there we go to example 6. Now example 6, now we have changed it again. Okay, we've changed the pattern again. So 6 says, either his friends or my father are in the room. Either his friends or my father are in the room. Okay, either his friends or my father are in the room. So you have the structure. My father, either his friends or my father is in the room. Either his friends or my father is in the room. So under that, you underline my father. When you underline my father, you point your arrow down on the second line. The third line, you write your S1. You write your S1, okay? And then my father becomes as S1. So then you go to we have the structure in the room. Sorry. We have the structure is in the room. Under the structure is in the room, you underline is, and when you underline is, you point your arrow down on the second line. In the third line, you write your S. You write your V2. Okay, so R becomes our V2 there. So we have my father. So you write your V1. Okay, so you write your V1. So you have my father as our S1, and it has taken is as V1. Okay. So we go on a 2 seconds break, and when we return, we pick 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 all together. All right.